What's up, Zarif? What's up, Cheyenne? Let's go, let's go. Welcome, everybody. How you guys doing? How you guys doing, man? What's up, Majid? Majid. What's happening, bro? What's up? What's up, Joseph? New all-time high? I don't think so. Not right now. How's my day been? My day's been good, man. My day has been good. Gold played out exactly as I anticipated. Gold played out exactly as I anticipated, man. You guys hear me okay? You guys hear me all right in the YouTube? Yeah, back to TikTok tomorrow, man. We'll be back on TikTok tomorrow. And this motherfucker just followed me, bro. What the? Some guy on TikTok with my exact account, Forex with Cody, my exact profile and videos and everything. Like a fake account, obviously, just followed me on TikTok. Like, what an idiot, bro. You're blocked and you're reported. Yeah, I've got to. So yeah, before we go back onto TikTok, I'm gonna have to sort a few things out. So we'll have to do the for education purposes only, not financial advice. I'm gonna move the chart back to how it was before so that you can't see the numbers. Maybe I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just gonna try everything. But yeah. Flew back to work today, still managed to catch a win. Let's go, Joseph. So which one did you catch, Joseph? Did you catch those buys? Oh, the sales on the 15, that's right, yeah. What's up, PJ? I'm just gonna... Oops. I think I've just put a hole in the wall. There. But yeah, the gold sales played out perfectly. So if those in the academy will know from my analysis this week that I posted in the academy, that this was my weekly target this week, and I said, you know, I'll be very surprised if this level doesn't get tapped this week, the 2392070, which it did. And then I said, once price taps into this level, I think we're gonna have a sell-off, right? And that's exactly what's happened so far. So we've come up this week. The weekly candle opened. Where did the weekly candle open? Let's have a look. The weekly candle opened up right here. And also, first of all, I said price is going to come back into this level. We're going to come have a retest of this level. And then we're going to see that level happen, right? 2392070. And then we're going to see the sell-off. So like this whole thing played out perfect, just absolutely perfectly. And that was pulled from like when price opened up over here. The whole thing has just played out to perfection. To absolute perfection. As usual. You guys should know this by now. I'm the gold whisperer. All right, so yeah, what's up, Seal? So now we've tapped into 2392070. This is where I mentioned now we're gonna have that sell-off, which is exactly what's happening. So we've had a 4-hour closure above, the closure back below, the retest here, and then the continuation throughout London, pre-London to London, and now going into New York session. I feel maybe, I think first of all, we're going to come down and tap into here. First of all, 2378, 560. That's the first level. That's the first level we need to see. And then once we see that, once we see 2378, 560, then we'll see what happens from there. We could get another, we could get a short-term retest of this level. There's not really a level I'm seeing price could tap into before. Oh, what just happened there? Where'd that go? Where did you go? There. So there's the weekly, the monthly, daily. It's kind of tapping into this level over here, but yeah, I'm thinking this is the level that needs to tap first of all. So I think it's going to come down and tap in. How long we got left of this 8-hour candle right here? About 2 hours. 12-hour candle just opened. You can see the beautiful price action on this 12-hour time frame right here of this level. Tap in doji. This one bearish, broke the previous 12-hour lows in here. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that because price seems to be rejecting this right now. So here it is. Here's the 12-hour lows. So yeah, what you'd want to see, let's have a look at the 30. Yeah, we got a 30 closure below, closure back above, closure below. Now it's trying to close back above again. So we'd need to see how long we got. 5 minutes left of this hourly. We'd want to see really this hourly close below. 2 hours left of the 4-hour candle. This can still drive from the 4-hour perspective. So I'm really looking for in the next 5 minutes for an hourly closure below here. Let's see. So look, the 30 is currently driving up, but it could still reject here in the next 4 minutes. It could still reject and close below. What we're looking for. That's quite a steep rejection we're here though. And there's not really anything to the left. Not really anything to the left that it could be tapping into. So I think it could reject this and then we could see that drive down, to be honest. Because if you look to the left, like there's just clean candles through here. There's literally nothing. Even if you look all the way over here, right? You can see the most recent move just drove straight through here. So I think it can reject in the next 4 minutes. Let's see. But how you guys doing, man? How's everyone doing? The YouTube chat. The YouTube chat isn't as active as the TikTok, you know, so it's a bit hard to keep talking and keep you know, keep the stream flowing. That's why I like the TikTok there in the background, because it's a constant flow of like questions and stuff. It just keeps the stream ticking over, you know. Do you think it will push down more? These are some questions I'm answering from the Discord right now. But we'll take a look at Euro USD as well in a minute. Is the TikTok stream not live now? The TikTok is banned. Vasiha. It's banned, bro. It's back tomorrow. Yeah, the ban's done tomorrow on TikTok. So we're back live on TikTok tomorrow. I hear on the TikTok interaction, yeah. The TikTok's good, you know, because otherwise you have kind of like dead moments in the stream where I can only talk for so long about myself and my analysis, right? So I need like input from other people. Do you see sales in NY? What was the pullback? Where's the previous daily low actually? Previous daily low is what we're down there. 12-hour low, that's what we're looking at. 8-hour low is in here. We haven't tapped the 8-hour lows yet. We haven't tapped the 8. Oh, have we? Yeah, we have. Tapped the 8-hour lows. 1 hour. Yeah. Looking for a closure below. What is it? 2384 725 for confirmation. Sorry, guys. I'm just talking to the Discord here. But yeah. TikTok is back tomorrow, man. TikTok's back tomorrow. So we'll see. There's gonna be some changes to the TikTok so we can try and not get banned again, because that kind of sucks. But yeah, TikTok will be back tomorrow. Let me get rid of this now. So here's Euro USD, right? And this is what I analyzed in the free Telegram this week. Well, in the Telegram. I don't have to call it the free Telegram, just the Telegram channel. Wait, is there news again today? What news is there today, guys? Oh, unemployment claims at 10:30. Nice. All right. That'll be interesting. But yeah, Euro USD. So basically, yeah, what was it, Tuesday or something, or Wednesday? I analyzed. Some of you guys will know from the Telegram that as price was pushing up over here, in here, and broke. Wait, let me just double check. No, it was in here, wasn't it? It was in here. Yeah, so basically, as well, I was looking for sales at the start of the week on Euro USD, and I posted that in the Telegram based on the daily and everything. It was all lining up for sales. And then for, what was it? Inflation, PPI. Sorry, yeah, it was PPI. So for PPI, Euro USD actually pushed up this move right here. Or no, it was this one. Michigan, whatever it was. Pushed up through here and broke previous daily highs, came back down. And then around about in this area, price started pulling back a bit, and yeah, basically analyzed, you know, retest of this level, rejection of this level, and then a price continuation up into this level right here, which is 1.08851, which is beautiful. Tap that area now. And then today in the Telegram, I posted about the sales on Euro USD, right, and that was up in here. So I was looking for sales today on Euro USD. If you guys want to know the analysis for that, go to the Telegram channel and watch it. But yeah, it played out again perfectly in here. It's sold off. Sold off nicely on Euro USD. So let's see what happens. So that's 8-hour lows that have been broken, and also now we have, that's 8-hour lows, 12-hour. We've got 12-hour lows right here. So now you can look for a break of the 12-hour lows for a sell continuation, you know. What is that? Is that the daily open? What is that? That's a 4-hour. What is that there? So now what you can look for on Euro USD, if you want to look for sell continuations, well, to be honest with you, at this point, I think we can come back for a touch in here. Is this daily? No, it's not daily. Was it? It's just a 4-hour candle. I think you can come back for a touch into here, to be honest. 1.08951. I think we can come for another tap of this level. If not, then what you can do is just look for a break of this level right here, 1.08662. Look for continuations down here. Look for a closure on the 1-hour time frame, potentially below this level. And you can look for a sell continuation. Now you can see, if you look to the left, you've got some kind of structure that's formed in here now from this point in the market. 1, 2, 3 rejections. Price has come down and tapped it now once, twice with rejections. So if you want to look for sell continuations, I would say look below this level. Look for an hourly closure below. And you look to continue that sell then with the breakout. If price starts pushing back up, I mean, we've got unemployment here in an hour and a half. So depending on that news, if it's positive, if it's negative for the dollar, the US dollar, we could see a potential spike back into this top level, I reckon. It does have a bit of a top wick, doesn't it? Yeah, but I'd look for sell continuations here on Euro USD now, in my opinion. Let's have a look how this hourly closed. Hourly close rejecting again. Hourly closed rejecting. Yeah. Reckon gold is going to push up to 2410 tonight. 2410. I don't think it's going up at this point. 2410. I mean, if it does, we could get a short-term pullback into this level, maybe. But I'm thinking, I mean, look at the 12, right? Look at the 12. Look at the 8. We got 2 hours until an 8-hour closure right here. 4-hour. Price has come in and tapped it, so it's closed back below. It's broke it, retested it back in that level, come down, broken. Let's have a look at this retest. I mean, the retest is quite nice here, right? This is a decent retest. So price has closed back in and then it's come up for a retest and rejected it nicely here on the 1-hour time frame. That also created that 4-hour top wick for price to start driving down. Price is rejecting this level now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rejections. This is quite a strong rejection in here. So, I mean, look at the 4-hour though. The 4-hour looks like it can just continue to drive. So I wouldn't be surprised if it does. If it is going to pull back, I wouldn't be surprised if it continues to drive bearish. But if it does want to pull back, you'd have to see if we start breaking these hourly highs here now, because the structure is bearish. We've got lower highs and lower lows. And I wouldn't be surprised if this level gets broken, right? But then again, like I said, if price is going to create a short-term pullback, because sometimes what happens is before New York session open, you will get a pullback in the market before price continues to sell off again during New York session. So we'll just have to wait and see. Now we just want to see closures below this level, right? This is the level now, 2, 3, 8, 4, 730. And if this hourly high gets broken here, we can have a look at the lower time frames, and you can anticipate that price can continue up to create a bit more of a pullback. I'm just trying to look at levels where price could potentially come into. We have a couple levels in here. We've got this level. I think this level is where price is going to come back into, actually. I think this is a good level. If these hourly if this hourly high right here gets broken, price starts pushing up, then I think we're going to come into this level. We'll see how price reacts around this level. Price closes above here on the hourly, then I think we're going to see a much deeper pullback. And then we'll have to figure out where that may be. But I think this is the level, right? Because look, if you're looking at all time frames right now, let's have a look at the daily, right? This is the previous daily close and the current daily open, right? Right in this level. Same as the 12-hour time frame. Look how many we've had 3 12-hour candles open here, close. All right, so close, open, close, and then open, right? So there's a lot going on around this level right now. The same with the 8-hour time frame. We got this close right here, then an open right here. Same as the 4-hour time frame. Now we've got an open, sorry, a close, and open, and then a close and an open again right at this level. So I think price is definitely at this point going to come up and tap into this level. Then we're going to see how it reacts. So I'm saying 2386 next is going to be tapped. We want to see how price reacts on the low time frames around this level, which is the previous hourly high, which it could be tapping into now pretty much. But I would say we're going to see 2386 getting tapped here. While we're waiting for 2384, is that previous daily low? 2384, this is 12-hour, previous 12-hour lows. Who said that? Alphabet soup. Previous 12-hour lows, right? 12-hour is an important time frame because you get 2 12-hour candles in a day, right? The daily candle in half is the 12-hour candle, right? So I like to go down time frames like that. Looks like we're getting that tap of this level already. There we go. So that now the 1-hour highs, the previous 1-hour highs in this downtrend has been broken, and now we are tapping into 2386 So let's see how price reacts around here. What we got? We got a 15-minute closure in 6 minutes. So let's see if the 15 closes above here. Is it a sell right now? No, it's not a sell right now. It's definitely not a sell right now. So I think gold will go to 2.4 tonight. I mean, it could, but I doubt it. Missing your TikTok live. I know, man. I know. It's back tomorrow, Nabi. Back tomorrow, man. If you guys are in the YouTube right now, make sure you leave a like. A quick like on the stream so we can build some momentum here in the YouTube channel. I'd appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. Should we go live in the Telegram as well? Someone did mention that. Wait, I wonder if I go like this. I go like this. I bring up the YouTube. Cody, thanks to you. Started 2 weeks ago at $600. I already have $400 profit. Thanks for motivating. Let's go, Nabeen. What? So that's just from you showing up to the streams, Nabeen? Is that what that is? Just showing up to the streams? I don't know if people have joined though. At TikTok? You guys go in the free Telegram right now and see what dislike for the live stream. Live stream started. How do you... Gilbert is listening. What's up, Gilbert? Can you guys hear the Can you guys hear the Can you guys hear the stream? Anyway, but it might be working. Won't open, just loading. Yeah, I just went live on the Telegram channel as well. I mean, we've got like what, 1,000 something people in that Telegram channel, so why not? Might as well. 1,131 people in there. See what that does. But yeah, let's see what happens. We got 50 seconds right here in the 15-minute time frame to see if it's gonna close above 2386.130. James, you're in gold buys. Very nice. What's your analysis on the gold buys? Which subscription? TradingView, I get the premium alphabet. I get premium because Telegram works, but YouTube's better. Nice. So you can hear everything fine in the Telegram, Mark? You can hear the YouTube stream and everything, like all the audio is working. If it closes above, what will happen? If it closes above here, then we're potentially going to see a deeper pullback, right? Because I anticipated sells today, right, from up here at this level, which drove for about 110 pips or so. Telegram has no audio. Well, that's all right, man. I'm just trying to bait people over into the YouTube channel. So, but yeah, we're trying to see if price is going to continue bearish here, because my bias on gold at the moment is bearish. I think if it's going to pull back, like I said, if it's going to have a deeper pullback at this point, we've broke previous hourly highs, so that bearish structure has been broken at this point. And we're going to see now, obviously we've had 15-minute closure above. We want to see if the 30 closes above. And Telegram has no audio. Yeah, I know, guys. I know. Microphone. Yo. Oh yeah, that's right. You guys can't hear the YouTube because I've got it on mute. Otherwise, I'll be able to hear it from my speaker. But anyway, come over to the YouTube, man. What are you doing in the Telegram watching it? But if we start, if we start getting closures above now, we have a 15 closure above. Let's see if we get a 30 closure above. If not, you know, then we want to start seeing price fixed. You can hear it now. Then we want to start seeing price come back and close below 2384.730. What we got? We got like we got about 40 minutes until New York session open. Let me just turn on this real quick. Let's have a look. This up here. Very nice. So we're also, yeah, we're testing that level right now. Let's see. Audio now works in the Telegram. Nice. Yeah, I have my mic on the wrong input. Let's see if we're getting rejection of this level now. So we had a closure above, potential fake out for us to close back below and start driving. If you look at the 1 hour time frame, we're rejecting this level. 4 hour has an hour 40 left. We've got current highs up here. What do you guys think is going to happen from this point? What's your guys' bias and analysis on gold right now? I know someone said that was in buys. Just trying to figure out what it's doing at this point. So we broke previous 4 hour lows. We've got nice bearish structure. We've come down, spiked out of this low. We've spiked out of some level over here, which I suppose makes sense. We're in here. Let's have a look at the daily, see how that looks. Spiking out of like these levels here, which is not really anything on the daily. Spiked out. Drive to 238, 2380. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at as well. Very similar. 2378, 560 is what I'm looking at. But first of all, we have to break this level. 2384, 730. Something needs to close below here. 1 hour candle, a 4 hour candle. We got 4 hour closures coming up in about an hour and 40. But price is finding support here now, so that's why I'm looking at this level, and I'm trying to figure out if we're going to get a bit of a deeper pullback for New York session before we continue to sell off. So then look for the 4 hour closure, Omar. I think the market's just waiting for news. Yeah, it could be. 100% could be waiting for news. I mean, we've already moved pretty decently today. If we have a look from, you know, we had this move up from market open, 113 pips. And then we had that move down 160 something pips. So in fact, we already had pretty decent movement in the market today. We've already had pretty decent move. Where is it? Let's share screen 3. Yeah, it's rejecting. It's rejecting here. So we've got 9 minutes left of this 15. Go down to the 5 minute. What's it looking like? 5 minute time frame. We had the pop out, close back in. Now this 5 minutes driving. So you want to start seeing price come down to this level again, right? And then start closing below. If you're gonna look for those trend continuations right now, because this hourly could flip. This could just be liquidity grabbing into this level, breaking previous hourly highs, and then it starts to drive bearish again. Potentially then get an hourly closure below this level. That would be ideal. And then the next hourly, the last 4 hour candle, the last hourly candle of the 4 hour candle could bring price back down into here and potentially even tap into 2378560. And then we'll have to wait and see then where this 4-hour candle closes. But if this flips bearish here, starts breaking its own lows, it's going to be interesting. It's going to get very interesting. It broke it. Yeah, it has to close below though. It has to close below. First of all, we want to see 5-minute closure below. Then we want to see 15, right? We want to start seeing each time frame start closing below. This 5-minute doesn't have a top wick at this point. Could pull back a bit and reject. Did I take a trade today? Yeah, I'm still in it. I opened a small lot size sell from this level because I've been anticipating this level all week. So I got in a small lot size from I entered a 1 lot size from up in this area. I had quite big stops, so I've seen about 110 pips profit so far. Currently up about 80 pips. $714.13. And I pretty much entered that off the daily, right? Off the daily tap. So I entered as price started rejecting this level, and I put my stops above this spike over here, right? So I had like 500 pip stop. A very low lot size. But my target is down here, like a 1 to 2. But now the stops at break even. I'm break even on this trade. So we'll see if this daily candle starts to drive it, especially with unemployment. Now that 1 hourly is starting to break down. Let's have a look. We get 5-minute closures in 20 seconds. If we get a 5-minute closure here, what I'd want to see... Yo, Go Brazy, thank you for the sub on YouTube, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's up, Bernice? So if this 5-minute closes here, what you want to see is definitely this 5-minute pullback and tap into this level. You want to start seeing rejection of this level now. If we get rejection of this level with a 5 closure below, then in 5 minutes we have 15-minute, 30-minute candle closures, which will be very important, right? Now we need to see a 15, 30-minute closure below this level, right? That's the next step. But I still want it to go in and tap in here first of all. Am I open for entry? What do you mean, Bernice? Am I in a trade? I'm in a trade, yeah. I'm in a trade from the top over here. Very small lot size. I entered up here earlier. All right, let's see. This 5-minute just wants to drive. You so strong. Later, got news? Yeah, I know there's news later. When will you be making an entry for sale, you think? Not from here. I'm just analyzing right now with one. I've got my entry up here, bro. I entered up here earlier. Will I try trading news? Hell no, I don't trade news. My stops are at break even on this trade, and yeah, we'll see what happens. We like to watch news. We like to analyze news. We're not really news traders. Potentially after news. 100% after news, but during news, most probably not. Unemployment claims. Let's have a look. So previous was 231 and they're forecasting 219, which is a decrease. So that would be good for the US dollar, right? Which makes sense as to why gold is currently dropping, right? It would all start to make sense at this point. If the unemployment claims decrease, that's good because obviously that means more people, or sorry, less people are claiming unemployment. That would be good for the US dollar, good for the economy. So you would see gold potentially, you know, decrease, continue to sell off at this point. That would all make sense. The technicals aligning with the fundamentals, right? That's what it's all about. All right, so let's see. We've got a 30-minute closure here in 1 minute and 40 seconds. So it looks like at this point we're going to get a closure below. Yeah, Bernice, we're banned on TikTok at the moment. We're banned on TikTok. We're allowed to go back live tomorrow. My TP, it's based. This trade is based off the monthly, right? Like I analyzed this whole trade, this whole move a long time ago, and I also broke it down this week as well for members. I said this week, as you can see right here, I have my weekly target, right? This was my weekly target, and now we've tapped it. So this week I'm looking for buys into 2392070. That's what happened, and I said once we get there, I think we're gonna have a big sell-off, right? So that's why I chose to execute on that trade, because I did all the analysis. It played out perfectly, and I executed on that analysis. And my take profit, this is a trade I'm going to hold. It's at break even now, so I'm just going to hold this over time, right? And I'm targeting like down in these areas somewhere. Maybe I should target here. This trade hits. If this trade hits take profit down in these areas, bro, it's gonna be a big payout. It's like 1,000 pips. Why? I don't know, Bernice. I don't know. Violation of some sort. Probably because we're trading, and yeah, they don't like it. They don't like people giving like financial advice, even though I'm not really giving people financial advice. You're in a sell from 8-9. Oh, nice, bro. What was my actual entry? Actually, let me check what my actual entry was. 238863. 238863. My entry was in here somewhere. 2388. My entry was in there somewhere. About 77 pips. Currently about 60 pips in profit. Is that your USD? No, this is gold. But the Euro USD analysis in the Telegram channel today, playing out perfectly. And look, I literally just said this to you guys as well. Look for a break at this level, right? For Euro USD to continue bearish. You got 28 minutes until a 1 hour closure below this level potentially. And you could see Euro USD just continue to sell off. I don't even know where can it sell off into? Let me see. It's not really. Not really anything. I mean, the most recent level I would say is probably this 1.08126. We could see a sell-off into there, which would be about a 66 pip move from where I called the sells this morning. All right, let's see. We got a 30-minute closure below. There we go. So now we have the 5-minute closure, the 15 and the 30 closures below 2384.730 on gold. So again, now what you can expect is this to create some sort of top wick, potentially even into, this could even spike back into 2384.730, or it could nearly just spike into these levels right here and reject. You know what? Let me pull up the indicator and let me just go over here and click on project, and that's going to project some nice levels for us here. So we got this one down here, that's a bit far away, that one. All right, so there's not much that the indicator is giving us yet. We got this level down here though. Nah, Squizzy, a 66 pip move on Euro USD is probably like a 300 pip move on gold, to be honest. Something like that, like a very high move. For example, if we... So per pip you get more money on Euro USD. Not necessarily. No. But if we measure the previous 4-hour candle, if we look at XAU USD and then we look at Euro USD, just looking at them like this, they look very similar, right? The previous 4-hour candles look very similar. Look at this one on on gold. Look at this 4-hour candle, and then look at this 4-hour candle on Euro USD. They look very similar. But on Euro USD, this was a 19 pip move, right? 19 pip move. On gold, it was a 98 pip move. So a 19 pip move and a 98 pip move. Basically the same kind of candle. It looks very similar in terms of the size of it. And this is a change of 0.17%, and then this one would be a change of 0.41%. So it's you get more on gold. Yeah, exactly, Squizzy. This is why scalpers love gold, because gold moves very quickly and you can catch big moves in small moves, if you know what I mean. You can catch a big gain in a small move on gold. Whereas if you're trying to catch, like, you can catch 60 pips on the 5-minute time frame on gold. But on Euro USD, 60 pips, that's like a humongous move pretty much, like I just showed you then. It's like a huge, like, daily candle move. All right, so here we're getting the pullback again. At this point, I would just say that, you know, at this point, I would say it's just consolidating, leading up into news, right? Leading up into news. So at this point, just beware. We could just be closing in and then closing out and then closing in and closing out. I do like the tap back into this level though. I do like the tap into here. That just happened over here. So, like I said, we could come for a top wick, 2384.730. I did say that when this candle first opened. We could come all the way back up, but it doesn't have a bottom wick. So this could be coming up and tapping into 2384 730, and then potentially we're going to see that sell off back down into these areas. Still got 22 minutes left of this 30-minute candle. Well, I mean, it's not about making money faster, Squizzy. It's just trading based on your style of trading, right? If you're a scalper, then you definitely want to be trading gold, because there's no point scalping Euro USD and getting like a 2 or 3 pip move, where on gold that would be like a 30 pip move, right? So if you're a scalper, you want to be sticking to these kind of pairs, gold. You know, there is some Forex pairs that are good for that. For example, GBP AUD, GBP JPY as well gives you decent moves, decent pips, decent percentages. But if you're like swing trading, then that's when you'd be more swinging towards the Forex pairs, right? I would say. I've been good, Squizzy. How you been, man? Been good, bro. Yummy. But yeah, at this point we're just waiting for news, right? I don't know, Squizzy. He just got banned, bro. I mean, looking back, I probably shouldn't have said some things that I was saying. Like one person asked, what did he say now? He said, are you going to be taking any trades with us today, or something like that? And I replied to him saying, if you follow along, you know, if you pay attention and follow along to what I'm saying, then you might be able to catch some trades for yourself, right? So that's one thing I'm thinking that could have been a reason why. Another reason is because I could have been like, I was advertising the YouTube channel. I was saying, guys, come over to the YouTube channel. We're live on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. I know you're not allowed to do that, because I've seen a lot of streamers on TikTok, for example, if they're multi-streaming on TikTok and Twitch, a lot of streamers say I'm live on the purple app, right? So basically saying they're live on Twitch, but they're not saying they're live on Twitch, because I don't think you're allowed to. Or they'll say we're live on the red platform or the purple platform, right? Which is YouTube or Twitch. And also, yeah, like some people said, because I had the numbers on the screen at that point, like the numbers for gold, like over in the chart over here. Some people said you're not allowed that. Like, it could be, at this point, bro, I'm just fucking confused. It could be so many things. But I'm thinking, because I've mentioned those things before, like I'm live on YouTube, come over to the YouTube channel, and I've also said, and people have said on the TikTok that they've always been able to see the numbers, right? So I'm thinking it's not that. I'm thinking it's the fact that I said, if you follow along, you should be able to enter some trades or some shit like that, right? I'm thinking that's why I got banned. Pick that up. Yeah, they got the audio detection, whatever it is. So it's happened before. We got banned before, and then but when you get banned, you can appeal it straight away, and usually within like 5 minutes they unban you. They review it and unban you, and you're good to go again. But obviously, yeah, they reviewed it and they didn't like what they saw. Maybe it's because I was talking about a broker, an unregulated broker. Maybe because I was talking about Blackball, and I was saying, you know, it's a broker that I'm looking at. They offer 1 to 500 leverage, blah 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 blah. It could have been a lot of different things. So from now on, I just need to not say it's just stupid though, man. Because I just want to be myself and just chat shit, you know, and just talk about things. But like, they're so fragile over on TikTok, bro. Because the fucking platform caters to a load of pussies, man. Like a load of young kids who just, I don't know, I don't get it. I don't get it. You can't say shit on that platform, bro. You're so fucking, it's ridiculous. Yeah, you gotta filter yourself, man. No, they didn't give a reason why it happened. They just said violation. I emailed them, or I messaged them through the TikTok app on my computer, like the TikTok Live, and I said, you know, why have I been banned? Can you give me a clear explanation so I make sure that I don't do it again? But I haven't heard nothing back. Platform for the woke. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, it's stupid, man. I saw, if you go on Elon Musk's Twitter, he's got a bit of a thing against what it's called X now. If you go on his page on X, he's got a bit of a thing against Australia at the moment. I think because I can't remember exactly why. It was something to do with Tesla, I think. But he was posting things about TikTok in Australia, and it's the most... I don't even want to look back that far, actually, because he posts like fucking 500 messages a day on this shit. Any wins today? I'm in a trade. I entered a trade over here from this area. I talked about this in the weekly outlook in the academy. So this week I was looking for obviously the retest over here into this level. We got it perfectly over here. And then my target was this. And then I said, once price hits this level, I feel like it's going to sell off. So I'm just executing on my analysis. I think, you know, we've tapped into this level a bit. We've rejected. If this daily starts to drive, obviously we have unemployment as well. So if it starts to drive to the downside, we can get a pretty decent sell-off. If not, it's going to come back up for another tap into this area, potentially before it sells off. But I feel like we're going to sell off from here. I only entered a very small lot size Leech because I had to have pretty big stops. My stops are above these highs over here. But my stops are at break even now. I'm at break even on this trade. But initially my stop was above here because I felt like it was going to reverse from this area, but it could have easily just spiked up and created any kind of top wick over in here before it sells off. But yeah, it's more so a swing trade. It's more so a swing trade than a scalp trade. But my take profit, if it hits, is all the way down in here, which is like 1,000 pips. But I'm just basing it off the monthly, right? If we look at the monthly, I'm just basing it off the most recent the time that we had a rejection wick like this. Strong rejection. I'm looking over here at this, right? Over here in this point in the market. You had a strong rejection. Then you had a drive up to fill some of it. So this could be the current candle that we're seeing right now in the monthly, right? Looking at this bearish candle right here. This could be what's happening in here, right? We could be seeing that drive up to create a top wick. And then eventually it could flip bearish and start driving to the downside because of that strong wick. And it, you know, if you look back at each time that on the monthly time frame, you get a strong rejection wick like this. Price tends to reverse momentarily, right? Look, every time. Over here as well, strong rejection, price reverses. So that's my anticipation. And what lines up with that beautifully is the weekly time frame, right? If you look at the weekly time frame, why I was looking for a sell-off from this level was this weekly candle right here that had no top wick, right? So this weekly candle had no top wick. It just drove down. It also broke bullish structure that hadn't been broke in 5 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So broke bullish structure, didn't have a top wick. So now price has flipped into this area, tapped in, it's spiked out, created that top wick over here. Now I believe based off that and based off the monthly, right, this is also potentially going to be a double top resistance area. Monthly as well, what I just showed you over here with these rejection wicks, I feel like we can get a sell-off here, back down into these areas somewhere, either into here or potentially then lower down into here. What's up, D? Jesus times 2. And then it just comes down to daily at this point, right? So obviously at this point, what I'm looking for, which is why I entered today, is look at Forex Factory, right? Look at unemployment claims today. We got news tonight, so I'm anticipating that news can come out and give this trade a nice push to the downside based on the daily time frame. So if you look at the news, there, I mean, when is Forex Factory ever right in when they forecast something, right? Rarely ever. But the previous unemployment claims were 231, right? They're anticipating, or they're forecasting, a decrease in unemployment claims, which would be good for the US dollar, right? Less people claiming unemployment, which means more people are employed. So that could be, that's positive news for the dollar, which is going to make the dollar stronger, and potentially then it should make gold weaker, right? It should flip gold bearish. So all of that, the fundamentals, the technicals lining up, is what is pushing me to believe we can have a sell-off here, right? But anything could happen with news, especially, you know, something like unemployment claims. You could have that spike up, and then you could get the drive to the downside. You could get one more tap into this area, spike out, and then you could get the sell-off, you know, today, and then continuing on tomorrow as well. So that's my analysis. Let's have a look at these 15-minute candles. So this 15-minute candle closed above, and now it's driving back down again. We've still got 30 though. This 30-minute candle can still reject here and flip bearish at this point. We got 9 minutes until New York session open, and about 39 minutes until news. You give such solid analysis. I appreciate that, Leech. We've got news in hours, so we're going down. Potentially, yeah. I mean, that's my analysis. But I'm in sales from up here. Where was it? It was up here somewhere. I'm in sales from up here somewhere. But I'm at break even now. So what I really want to see is over the next, like, 8 minutes, I want to see this 30-minute candle flip bearish, and then over the next, beyond that, I want to see this hourly close below this level, right? 2, 3, 8, 4, 7, 30. I want to see the hourly close below here, and then I want to see this next hourly start driving down, and then we're going to get news as well. So how long for news? About 38 minutes. But I think this 30-minute candle in the next 7 minutes here, it could flip bearish, to be honest. We could see this flip bearish. But again, we can, we're just going to be consolidating here because of New York Open and news. So I believe this 30-minute candle has the potential to flip bearish here. But right now, guys, like, technical analysis kind of goes out the window, right? As soon as news starts approaching, technical analysis starts to go out the window, and then we just solely focus on the fundamentals. And then after news drops, you go back to the technicals again. So realistically, right, with normal price action, with normal technicals, I would want, obviously this is a rejection of this level, and then I would want this 30-minute candle here to flip bearish and start driving down, breaking the lows, the previous 30-minute lows. But again, because of news, because we got news soon, and we've also got New York Open in 7 minutes, it's just consolidating a little bit here. Look at the 15-minute time frame. Not ideal. Let me just look at this right here. Very interesting. Happening there again. DXY returned to bottom range of 30-minute candle from CPI news. CPI yesterday. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, we could potentially be heading back down into there as well, right? That's where a lot of liquidity came into the market over here during CPI yesterday. A lot of volume, a lot of liquidity came into the market right here. Price could be dipping back down into there momentarily. See what happens. But we want this, like I said, technicals go out the window coming up to news, but like, you still want to see some form of a price action and levels being respected. So I'd want this 30-minute candle in the next 4 minutes to close, reject this level and close back below at the least, which would mean an hourly closure below here, which would mean that it's the first hourly candle to close below this level in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rejections. Do you guys think this hourly candle is going to close below? Yes or no? Yo, what's up, Ahmad? Hope so? Why'd you hope so? Yeah, I didn't stream, Ahmad. Yeah, I was just having one of those days, like the TikTok getting banned, and then CPI. I don't trade during CPI, so I didn't trade at all that day. TikTok was banned. I was on a bit of a not a downer, but I was just like a bit pissed off about it still. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna take the day off and spend some time with the family. You're in a short, Joseph? Where from? Chance kiss of death pattern? What's that? What's the kiss of death pattern? When you come back to his dot tomorrow, Ahmad, or maybe Monday, because I don't think he gets unbanned until when I got banned. So about 9, I think it says I'll get unbanned at 9 PM tomorrow. Dip down and instant fly up. Ah, what, during news you're talking about, Leech? Bam 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 bam. Why did I get banned on TikTok? I don't know. D. Just they're very protective over that shit, aren't they? Like finances and financial advice and stuff like that. Unemployment? Did you do your... Yeah, I did. We talked about the news, Ahmad. Just before, actually. I'm pretty sure. Two 38538 23. You're in the south from 238538. What even sells from there for Joseph? All right, we got 36 seconds. What's going to happen here? We're going to close back above again. I'm underwater. Why did you get in sales there, bro? 18 seconds. Can we get that closure below? Let's go. Oh, it's flipping back and forth. This is literally New York Open now. So depending on where this closes, we could see, I would imagine a closure below to continue bearish. That's what I'll be looking for. Just strictly based off the 4-hour candle. There we go. We get the closure below. Very nice. So now this is New York session open. Expect a nice little tap into this area or even this area. I would imagine we've created the top wick at this point, right? We just come up and created that top wick. So I'd imagine a short-term pullback here. Tap this level and then start driving bearish. Let's see, because look at this 4-hour candle now. This 4-hour candle, you know, has come down. It's bearish. Does this candle come back up and flip all the way bullish at this point? I don't think so. I think it's going to continue bearish. So we get a short-term pullback in here, and then we get the drive for New York session open. Where'd you get those emojis from, Ahmad? Have a look. Where could this be pulling back into right now? Where could it be pulling back into? 15 close below. I mean, I don't see it. If this is going to push bullish, we're just going to get a huge bullish candle up here now. Close back below, close back above, and then potentially for news, spike up into here again. Before we then potentially get sell off again, right? If we see that, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see just an insane bullish candle come through very soon. And like I said, then for news, you're going to see a spike into this level again. Retest at this level one last time before we see the sell off. If not, then I think, you know, we're just going to continue bearish. I think we can test at this level enough. So look at the 5. We've created the top wick at this point. for the look at that previous hourly candle. We broke previous hourly highs, spiked out, grabbed liquidity potentially. We created that top wick. So I feel like this hourly candle can just drive bearish at this point. Oh, the daily close, yeah. Around this area. Aren't we having liquidity of those sellers who sold at the top? What do you mean, D? You're in a buy at 2384. So you're in a buy at 2384 and Joseph is in a sell from 2385. See? Interesting. I'm in a sell from up here. Somewhere 2388. I'm in a sell from in here somewhere. 2388 something. Yeah, somewhere in down this area. So now the hourly is closed below the previous 12-hour lows, right? That is also, you know, a kind of like a break of structure apart from this, but obviously this is a news candle, so you would just consider that to be, you know, structure form. So 1, 2, 3, you know, higher highs, higher lows, bullish structure formed. Now we broke that structure, right? We broke to the downside. You now have an hourly closure below. We've closed back below the daily open. Rejected it. We spiked up one last time. Grabbed that liquidity. Closed below. Tapped back into this area. Retested it. Now we're pushing bearish. Let's see. But again, technicals, you know, now what I would anticipate if we're just dealing with straightforward technical analysis without news coming in shortly, I would just anticipate that this just drives down now for New York session open, right? A lot of volume coming in New York session open. But with the news, you just never know. You just never know. So it's hard to really grasp what's going to happen now. What's up, Talkie Trader? What's happening, man? Let's have a look. Where did New York open up yesterday? Opened up over here. Further down. New York highs from here. Rejected all the way back up. Again, another bottom wick form potentially. What's the news? News is unemployment claims. So it's going to be decent. It's going to be a decent reaction in the market. Let's have a look last time what happened. So May 9th was the last one. May 9th. Let's have a look. What's this, like every 2 weeks? Why is there no news here? So May 9th. God, what time is it? 10:30. So it would be about May 9th. Over here, 10:30-ish. It would have been this right here. It would be this right here. So, and what was that? That was negative news for the US dollar. So that's why. So again, you saw that spike to the downside though, right? It was negative news, but you saw a big spike to the downside before then gold continued, right? Because obviously, negative news for the dollar means gold is going to continue bullish. But interesting that you had that spike to the downside. So even if it is positive news today, we could see a spike to the downside. Or if it's negative news, we could see a spike to the upside and then a drive. You sound British? I am British. I was born in England. What's that one advice you would give to a newbie trader? Trade one pair, one strategy during one session. That would be my advice to a newbie. One pair, one strategy during one session. What's this purple line? Talking about this one? This is the previous weekly high. Previous weekly high over here. 2378, 560. Do you think we can buy? Not necessarily right now, no. British with a bit of Australian. I love your accent. Yeah, my accent is very confused, man. Like, I lived in England for 15 years, but I was born in England. I lived there till I was 15 years old. Then I moved to New Zealand. I lived in New Zealand for, what, 8 years maybe? And then moved to Australia. Now I've been in Australia for, yeah, like 6-7 years. It's clear. As long as you guys can understand me, that's all right. But it's funny because over here in Australia, people know straight away that I'm from England. I can tell obviously from my accent. But if I talk to my family or my friends back in England, they just say, "Oh man, you sound so Australian." Like they can tell I sound a little bit English still, but they just say I sound Australian, which is crazy. Yeah, 22 minutes. 22 minutes. At this point, if you're any trades, I would get out of some trades. If you're in profit, move to break even. I'm at break even on my trade. What will be my advice when news comes? Watch what happens. Don't trade the news, and you know, see what happens and see how, you know, over time learn the reactions during news. If you want to trade news, you're gonna have to watch it and learn from it for a couple of years first of all. But just enjoy it. Just sit back and watch, enjoy it. If you're in a trade, I would say if you can move stop to break even. If you're around about break even, get out. If you're in a drawdown, then good luck. But yeah, man, just don't try and trade news. Don't try and predict what it's gonna do. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the craziness. How did I start trading? I started trading a long time ago now, like 7-8 years ago. First got into crypto. Back when in the, you know, like, when was it, like 2016 or something like that, when Bitcoin was going crazy. One second, guys. I'm just saying goodnight to my daughter. Sorry guys, just saying goodnight to my daughter. But yeah, I was into crypto back in like 2016 when Bitcoin just went crazy and everyone was like, oh my god. And what was it? Did it hit like 20k or 30k or something back then? And everyone was going crazy about it. I had a friend at the time who invested heavily in crypto, and he showed me he invested it when it was like something like $2 or something, $5 years ago. And he showed me his accounts, and he had like 500k in one of his crypto accounts, and I was just like mind blown. And so yeah, I decided to get into it, and then eventually that just led me to Forex. and I just like the concepts of Forex better, like more so the day trading and the scalping, and just I saw crypto as more of an investment, you know, like a long-term investment. And yeah, but that's how I got into it. Crypto first. I started investing. I made a bit of money from my crypto investments on XRP. Yeah. When I was met you for the first time, I thought you was from New Zealand. Really, Talkie? You thought I was from New Zealand? Do I sound like I'm from New Zealand? This sell actually played out all right there during the trading window. 30 or so pips. Is that the one you took, Joseph? Bam, 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 bam. What's my thoughts on funded accounts? I mean, I don't trust them, man. Did you guys see that other one got shut down? What was it? Funding something? One got shut down the other day as well, or they closed. But they're just dropping, man. They're dropping like flies. They are dropping like flies, man. Will the gold go down for gold? What do you mean, Talkie? Yeah, these prop firms, these funded accounts, they're dropping like flies, man. Dropping like flies. We got 15 minutes. Let's see where this 15 closes. For news, I don't know, man. I don't know. They're forecasting that it's going to decrease, right? Unemployment claims are going to decrease, which is good for the US dollar. So technically, that would mean gold would go down. This was whole part. This was the, you know, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm thinking. This is why I'm saying I think we're going to see 2378 560. But it's important here how we start closing, how we start looking leading up, right? So where did that close above? Yeah, that closed above again. It's important how we start looking within like a few minutes of the news, because if this starts pushing up here and starts closing up here, right, this next 15-minute candle towards news, then I'm thinking we're gonna push back into 2392070. We're gonna come back into here for another test, because if you have a look on the 15-minute here, it broke it over here, it broke back below, but it didn't come and retest it, right? This came up and rejected here, but we didn't come up and back up and retest this level. So if we start pushing up heavily here, like prior to news, then there's every chance that we're going to see this level tapped again for sure. But if during the next 15, if we start driving down and closing bearish here, then we're definitely coming into 2378 560. So we just got to wait and see how this 15-minute candle starts to form, basically. The 15 and the 30, right? Because it will be the next 30-minute candle open. What's up, Murad? Haven't seen you in a while, bro. I assume you prefer it in Oz then? Yeah, 100%. 100%. I love Australia, man. I love Australia. I consider Australia to be my home now. When I moved from England to New Zealand, I never once really felt at home in New Zealand. I don't know why, but I just never called it, like, I never felt like I could call it home, like a place I wanted to call home. Whereas Australia, straight away, pretty much when I came to Australia, I felt at home, man. I don't know how to explain it, but I just felt more at home in Australia straight away. What's my prediction on news? I don't have a prediction, but they're forecasting on Forex Factory that unemployment claims are going to decrease, which, you know, a decrease in unemployment claims is good for the economy. It's good for the US dollar. So that means technically gold should sell off. It should flip bearish, right? So there's a good chance if those numbers, if the forecasted numbers are accurate, or we're somewhere in that range, and it actually decreases from the previous, then there's a good chance, you know, you're going to see gold spike to the downside. Down, 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 down. But usually the technicals do align with the fundamentals, right? Usually. Not all the time, but usually. So if for the day that you're seeing bearish technicals, like we've seen in here today, a rejection of this level, price is sold off, look at the 4 hour. Usually what you'll see is a continuation eventually in that direction. You might get a spike up when the news initially drops. You might get a quick spike up in the market. But then eventually you should see a continuation to the downside, in my opinion. In my opinion. But this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. That's what I gotta start saying for the TikTok now. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only, guys. Okay? Educational purposes only. Goddamn TikTok. The goddamn TikTok. Another one. What the hell? What's up, Pascal? Where am I from? I'm currently in Australia, man. Australia, mate. Here we go. We're getting a bit of a sell-off here. The continuations. Let's go. Make me money. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. 9 minutes left here of this 30-minute candle. This 30-minute candle closure is important, I think. It's going to be important. Market is going great. Yeah, it's jumping up and down a bit. I mean, it's been consolidating now for a while. Close in, close back out, close in, close back out, close in, out, in, out, in, out. This is the daily open today, right? That's why you're seeing a lot of reaction in this level. This is the daily open. Previous daily close, current daily open. So you can see for news, right? It's hovering around this daily open because at any minute now, the daily candle is going to have direction based on this news. So it's currently hovering around the open. If we have a look, right, just up in here. So any minute for news, this could just flip back bullish or just start drawing to the downside even more. But based on this rejection wick, price is currently bearish. I'm thinking minutes. This is where you're gonna, you know, during leading up like to news, like a few minutes before, usually you'll see a bit of a move, right? You'll start to see a bit of a move going. So let's wait and see. Let's just wait and see. Anything could happen at this point. Literally anything. It's so annoying as well. This, like, the TikTok got banned this week because usually during these weeks when you have like inflation, unemployment, PPI, the streams go crazy, bro. The TikTok goes crazy. So I was actually planning a big week this week for the TikTok and the streams in general on YouTube. I had some, you know, I had a big week planned for it. So that's why I got a bit pissed off as well, even more, because like I was looking forward to this week simply for that fact. Usually you'll get like, I think the last time there was inflation and things like that, I gained like almost 1,000 followers on TikTok in one stream. So like it's annoying that's happened, and you know, because it's a really good chance for growth during these news events. Do you reckon I should go in trade before 30 seconds of news, or wait for it? What do you mean go in trade? What do you want to do, Ahmad? What are you looking to do? Now you're a moderator forever now, Ahmad. You gonna sell for news? Hey man, I'm not a financial advisor, bro. Fuck. Well, usually what happens when news drops, the market will like freeze for like 10 seconds. So bum 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 bum. Gold usually goes up and then goes down like crazy after news. Yeah. We literally do not know what's going to happen at this point. But I will say 30-minute, if you're looking at the 30-minute now, look at the rejections on the 30. Right, look at all these rejections here from the daily open. So it could be said that price has made its mind up about where it wants to go at this point, potentially, right? Potentially. Never hope people wasn't employed so badly. Fuck. I feel that, bro. People's unemployment right now is getting me paid, brother. How fucked up is that? Let's have a look. How's this trade looking? Nice. We're sitting around about 940, 950, 920, 898, 930, 910, 916, 925. Just bouncing up and down like crazy right now. Let's have a look at the spreads. The spreads are going to get quite high as well in the next couple of minutes. But I am 238863. 238863. 2388. around about here. I'm about 60 pips in profit. Yeah, I'm in a sell, Ahmad. I'm in a sell from all the way up here, though, based on the rejection of this level. I'm at break even, though. I entered it this morning, like early this morning. Over here somewhere. I entered here somewhere as price was coming down during Asian session. No, I'm not closing. My stops are at break even. Like, this is at break even now, so it's risk free. Whatever happens. It's only a very small lot though, Ahmad. Obviously, because my stops, this is based on like the monthly, the weekly, the daily time frames. So my stops had to be quite big. So that I just put on a small position. Nice, bro. You banked some profit. He was in sales, yeah, Joseph. Two minutes. You guys want to watch the 5-minute time frame or what? Look at that. The RUSD didn't break this level yet. It rejected. Do you watch the 1-minute time frame? 30 pips, nice. I don't know if I go up or down, but I think it's gonna go up for a bit and then bearish. I mean, yeah, we're definitely gonna get a spike. We're definitely gonna get a spike. But at this point, it's selling up nicely. So this is what I talked about, right? This is what I talked about. Just before news happens, you see a bit of a movement, and you know I was anticipating to the downside. So I think now there's a good chance we're gonna get a tap into 237.8560. The fact that price is pushing down bearish here, if it started to obviously close up here prior to the news coming out, then I would anticipate that price is going to spike back up into 2392070. So I think we can definitely get a tap into 237.8560 at this point. Let's just see what this data is like. Let's see what happens with this data. Head and shoulders on the chart. Let's just do this so we can see both, right? Because now we're on YouTube and we're not on TikTok. Wait, where is it? Where the f is it? There, 10 seconds. Unemployment. All right, let's see. Let's see. Spike up. Spiking up. This means, what does that mean? That means 222. Okay. Actual less than forecast is good for currency. So it was more than forecast. So that's bad for currency. So that's why you're seeing this spike up right now. But it's not saying, it hasn't showed red. But yeah, basically that's why you've seen this spike up. Actual less than forecast. Now it's flipping back bearish. This news is not even high impact. It is. It's unemployment claims. It's obviously not as high impact as like NFP or inflation or anything, but it still is high impact. It's a red folder news event, bro. Red folder. All red folder news is high impact. Obviously, there's just layers and tiers to it, right? No, wait, this is negative. It's slightly negative for the US dollar, right? Actual less than forecast is good for currency, but it's more. So it's slightly negative for the US dollar. That's why you... Yeah, that's why you're seeing a spike up. You made $5. What should we look for NY? For NY, Omar, now you've got a 4-hour closure in 27 minutes, right? And look how this 4-hour candle is potentially closing here. We talked about this earlier. The fact that this 4-hour candle was bearish, you know, it's already made its top wick. It's unlikely that it's going to come all the way back up at this point. I mean, it can with news, right, and flip back bullish, but you're just gonna have to, for New York session, you're just gonna have to wait for that candle to that 4-hour candle to close in 27 minutes. Then that's going to give you a direction. It's going to give you a bias. For New York session, like the rest of New York session, depending on how this 4-hour candle closes. So I'd wait for that if I was you. If I was you, broski. Let's see what happens here. Like, we could get a delay reaction again. That did happen the other day with whatever we had the other day. We had a bit of a delay reaction with news. So it kind of did spike up a little bit at the beginning. And then it kind of played around for a bit. Didn't really move. And it was a bit underwhelming. And then like 15 minutes or so later, you start to see the movement happen. So let's see. Again, we want to see prices come all the way back up now and tap into the daily open. Right? Today's daily open. So I think if you see price start to close above here, then there's a good chance we're going to come up and start seeing these levels again, right? So you want price to stay below this level, right? The level is 2386130. You want price to stay below that level, and then that's going to give you confirmation. If you see price start rejecting these levels again and then start being bearish, it's going to give you confirmation that we've had the news. The overall trend for the day is bearish. We've had the news, we've had the spike up, and now price is just going to continue with the current structure, the current momentum, and we're going to continue to the downside. So you just want to see, and again, that comes with now the 4-hour closure, right, in 25 minutes. If this 4-hour candle now flips back bullish and closes back above 2386130, then there's a very, very, very good chance that for the rest of New York session now, you're going to see price move back to the upside, back up into here, and then even beyond potentially. So this next 4-hour candle is very key, very, very important. Very, very important. That's been done for training for today. Got about 70 pips. Oh, look, you got about 70 pips today, bro. Nice, man. All right, so it rejected it. It didn't close above. Now this candle has made a top wick and it's pushing down. If it closes above daily open, you better close your short. Nah, I'll let it run, bro. I'm at break even. If it comes back up to this area, then I'm out of break even. That's it. And then, you know, that's that done. You'll be waiting for the 4-hour closure, so we can waste time chatting. Time chatting is not wasted time, man. Come on, man. We can always learn something. They revised the numbers, did they? Kind of just jumping around a little bit right now. Jumping around, it's flipped back bullish for a second and then pushing back bearish, and then it's 5-hour time frame is kind of just jumping a little bit. So let's see. Tap back into this level now. Again, that's important. We tapped in, we rejected, picked up some liquidity again, right? So let's see. What's the orange folder? Where? There's no orange folder. You didn't mean it that way. Will you take some in NY, or are you done for today? I'm already in a trade, Omar. So my target for this, first of all, is down here at 2378560. I think that's where we're going to tap. I talked about this the whole stream. That's where I'm looking for price to tap into. Once we tap into there, then we, you know, we can see what happens from there, because obviously this is previous weekly high. We broke it, retested it. At that point, you can say, you know, you could potentially get, you know, a retest of here and then a continuation bullish. So that's my target so far for this trade. Overall target's obviously all the way down here, but I want to see what happens here. But like I said to you guys, right, if we start getting that push to the downside before news drops, I literally said it, right? Before news drops, if we start getting the push to the downside, then it's very likely after news comes out, we're going to hit 2378560. We haven't hit it yet, but now you're starting to see that move in that direction, right? All shorts, nice, man. $11.15. What? 11.15. What is you talking about, brother? Look at that 15 now. 15. All the 15's done is come up, tap this level again, broke structure, and started driving. You hide orange one? Yeah, I don't look at any other folders apart from red folders. I don't look at the gray, the orange, whatever the Xauusd is, just the red. None of it. None of the other ones really matter, to be honest. You have a filter that shows you. Yeah, it's a filter right here, bro. You just click it over here. You click what pairs you want to see. Euro, GBP, whatever. And then you can click off the gray, the yellow, the orange, and then apply it. And then you're only going to see those. Euro USD short? Yeah. That was the analysis. Oh, very nice. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Who's from the Telegram that saw this analysis today and followed it? Anybody? Did anybody in the Telegram see the Euro USD analysis today that I posted earlier? Played out perfectly. So the buys, these buys from here played out beautifully. So in the Telegram, I call buys from here. The price going to come tap into this level. Then you're going to see it move to the upside. Then today, I called shorts over in here. And I said, look, wait for a break of 1.08794. Right. Then look for a closure below. You get a closure below here. Price drives down. Beautiful. You saw it, Talkie? Yeah. Talkie trader. All right, will we get the tap into? Oh, look at that. Right on time from Streamlabs in their YouTube channel. Join Cody's free Telegram. Perfect timing, Streamlabs. Beautiful. Beautiful. Will we get the tap into 2378560? Give me it. Give me it. Give me it. Give it to me. Euro USD, will it keep going down? Well, let's have a look. We got 4-hour closures in 18 minutes. So the 4-hour potentially, if it continues bearish, we're going to close below previous 12-hour lows, which is going to give good confirmation for a continuation, right? Sell-off. Based on the 1 hourly, I mean, yeah, it's the 1 hourly potentially now is also going to close below. So we got 4 hour, 1 hour closures below. You got news, obviously, with a lot of volume coming at this point, New York session. So the part on Euro USD though is finding a target, right? The only really target I have is this one right here where price is currently tapping into. This is the most recent structured level really, which is these 4 hour open and close right here, or close and open, sorry. So if you want confirmation that price is going to continue bearish on Euro USD, yo, Tuva, I appreciate the sub on YouTube. Let's go. Welcome to the YouTube gang. If you want confirmation that price is going to continue bearish, you want to make sure this 4 hour candle closes below here, first of all, 1.08662. And then once it closes below there, once it closes below this level, where you can start looking for trades is a break below 1.08612, right? Because then underneath this level, right, you've got moves down, then clean moves down into like, you know, 1.08344 really. So that's like the next level down after that, down here potentially, somewhere in this area, right? Somewhere in this general area right here. So ideally in the next 60 minutes, you could even get a closure below both of them, right? On the 4 hour, the hourly, you could potentially get a closure below here and below here. Ideally, that would be ideal. Then you can look for the new 4 hour candle to pull back, potentially even into here, 1.08662. You wait for the pullback in here, right? And then the sell off. If not, if this 4 hour candle closes within this range, and I mean the range between this level and this level, if it closes exactly like it's looking right now, then again, you want the 4 hour to come up and tap this level first of all, right? So you want the new 4 hour candle to come up and tap in here. And then you want to see down in the lower time frames a 15, 30-minute closure below this level where you can start to look for sales, right? First of all, we need to validate that 4 hour closure 100% below 1.08662. First of all, before any sell continuations, if the 4 hour candle closes back above this level, this blue level, then, you know, at that point, you're going to have to wait and see what happens and see how price reacts and respects previous 4 hour highs potentially. But at this point, we'll just wait for 4 hour closures. All right, gold is pulling back a little bit. We haven't tapped in. This 15-minute closure is interesting because we broke the highs and broke the lows. Bro, gold for the last 8 hours has made no fucking sense. I've lost way too much money today on it. Oh, preaching. What happened, bro? What happened, buddy? How did you lose money? What? Was you trying to take buys and sells or what? Run me through it, bro. Run me through today. What happened? Can you check US crude oil? US crude oil. Let's have a quick look at US crude oil. See this level first of all. Let's see how that looks. I see this level, and I see that previous monthly low right there, which it did spike out of. It did spike out. So that's interesting. So potentially we broke previous monthly lows. I'm gonna mark these levels up. I'm also gonna mark out this. Let's go down to the weekly. So what has happened from the monthly is we have broke structure, right? We broke bullish structure. because we got lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. And now this monthly candle has opened up, spiked down, broke that structure, broke previous lows, and now has come all the way down and broke these lows as well, which is now it's tapped off and it's retracing. In terms of the weekly, let's have a look at the weekly. All right, so the previous weekly candle closed bullish. You have previous weekly highs over here, which price could be heading to at this point. I would say that's where it's going. We spiked out at previous weekly lows, grabbed liquidity, spiked out at previous monthly lows. Now we're driving to the upside. The daily at this point, wait, what was that? That was monthly, that monthly candle right there. Okay. So the daily at this point is finding support at this level, right? And now yesterday's candle came all the way down, spiked out over here, right? Spiked out, closed all the way back up into this range, bullish. And now today, what we have saw is a break of previous daily, a higher low and a higher high being formed. If we look at the 12 hour rejected, now 12 hours pushing, 8 hours closed above, rejected down, tapped this level, came back up. Okay, so this was news just before. Price has come back down, retested this level, spiked up and is closing above. Wow, 12, 8 hour highs right here. Look at the 4 hour. So in 11 minutes, you have a 4 hour closure, right? And this 4 hour candle, as you can see, is spiked all the way down, tapped into 78.482, which is a key level, and reverse bullish, and now is closing above previous 8 hour highs. Potentially in 11 minutes, it could reject still. But at this point, where's previous daily? Previous daily highs over there. We got this level the price is tapping into. Weekly, we got this. Yeah, I think at this point, if you get a closure above on the 4 hour time frame, above 79.298, then just this level over here. But I mean, if you look at the 1 hour as well, the structure is broken, right? So the previous lower highs, you got lower highs in here, lows, lower highs, and then lower lows down here. And then what's happened yesterday for CPI is prices come up, create higher highs now, potentially a higher low for price to continue bullish. So I wouldn't really necessarily worry about this level over to the left because structure is broke now, right? You could potentially see a short-term rejection from there, but I would say price at this point is coming up into 8222, 80222. But first of all, to validate that, like I said, you need 4 hour closures above here in 9 minutes, right? You need this 4 hour candle to close above 79298. If you get that, then what you can expect is the new 4 hour candle to come down, either tap into 79298 or even further down a tap into 79047. But there is a level here that we need to be careful of as well. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing on US oil right now. Again, we're just waiting for 4 hour closures now above. We've got 9 minutes left, and then we'll see what's happening. Gold, let's have a look. What's happening on gold? It's still bearish. Very nice. All right, yeah, I still see 2378, 560. It could even happen now in the next 8 minutes, to be honest. We could see this 4 hour candle push down. Otherwise, if this 4 hour candle closes here, then I expect a deeper pullback. We could see the 4 hour candle, the next 4 hour candle, creating a title wick all the way back up in here, you know, 2384 or even 2386 130, right? And if this starts pushing up within the next like 8 minutes, then yeah, there's every chance we're gonna see it pull back into here during the next 4-hour candle. Let's have a look. Yes, bro, both. I followed my strat and it all went to shit. Tapped below my key levels and closed below key levels to show it was continuing bearish, and still fucked me over by going bullish. I mean, yeah, this is why I don't recommend trading on days when there's high impact preaching, because these are the market conditions that you get, right? It's just very uncertain, very volatile, very unpredictable. So sometimes it's best to just stay out, you know, let the week pass. We've had CPI this week, we've had PPI, we've had unemployment, Fed chair, you know, speech. We've had a lot of Fed speeches. So sometimes, you know, when it's a packed week like this, really just gotta, you know, stay disciplined and stay patient, right? And just think to yourself, you know what? Not losing money is much better than losing money, right? Even though you're going to be frustrated and you're going to be impatient because of the lack of opportunities and the lack of trades, you just still got to think at the end of the day, protecting my capital and not losing money is going to be much better than me just losing money and getting more pissed off and more frustrated. And, you know, what do I think about gold now? Braden, we're still waiting for the 4-hour closures, man. 4-hour closures in 6 minutes. What's up, Tony? Did you take some trades today, bro? You use the RSI. Do I think it's good? I mean, it can be, as long as you're using these things in confluence with price action, right? Just simple price action. If you're strictly trading the RSI for looking for reversals or divergence or whatever, then I don't recommend that. I don't think that's a good idea. But in confluence with everything else, then yeah, it's fine. You did take a trade? What happened, Tony? Omar, you're still in the YouTube, bro. You got two losses, 2 stop losses, 2 break evens this week, Omar. Wait, Tony, those are all the trades you took today? You took for the last 24 hours. Yes. So you took 3 trades today, Tony? What were the trades, Tony? Like what entries did you get? One sending out free signals. Who are you talking about? I mean, you don't have to say you're talking about Saman, but yeah, I know what you're saying, bro. You should never be going in a group and taking, like, you shouldn't really be taking signals off anyone, really. This is why I'm very hesitant to do signals as well. A lot of people ask me to do signals, but I mean, I just don't think it's that beneficial for people, to be honest. I mean, it's definitely good for the person, you know. Like if I was to do signals and charge for it, I could probably make a lot of money, but I just don't think it's that beneficial for people. I think giving people real value, like actual real analysis, real price action, a real strategy is way more beneficial. Here we go. Here's that tap into 2378560. I did say it could happen in the last couple minutes of this 4-hour candle. Let's see if we get it. You prefer this, yeah. That's why also I built the indicator as well, because at least then that gives you something clear on the charts that you can go off by yourself, rather than just like going into a group and following like a post about a certain trade or signals or something. You know, there we go. There's the tap of 2378560. You're seeing the reaction. I reckon this is gonna pull back now. This is gonna pull back because the 4-hour, I mean, it doesn't have to, but the 4-hour needs to leave some sort of wick, right? It's not gonna close. It shouldn't necessarily close. If you're looking at these 4-hour candles in here, this one leaves a nice wick. This one in here leaves a bit of a wick, right? We want to see a bit of a wick left here by this 4-hour candle. So I imagine it's going to pull back a little bit. It's tapped into that level now. Again, perfect analysis. What can I say? Perfect to the T. If the 4-hour starts driving down here and closes below, then that is very interesting, because that could lead the way to a bit more of a sell-off at that point, right? You could see a 4-hour closure below here. You could see the tap into this level, and then a continuation drive, especially for the rest of New York session. Especially the way the daily candle is looking. Look at this daily candle. The rejection, bearish, right? We could easily just, for the rest of today, we could easily drive down into these levels here for sure. So if this 4-hour candle closes below this level now in the next 45 seconds, it's going to be very interesting. But yeah, I think, you know, like learning a strategy is way more beneficial than just taking signals, because at the end of the day, you can learn some valuable information from a strategy or from learning from somebody, which you could take with you then for the rest of your life, for the rest of your trading career. Whereas if you're just taking signals, right, and that person just decides to stop doing signals one day, then you're back at square one. You're back at the beginning and you're like, shit, I don't have signals anymore. I don't know how to trade. What the fuck do I do from here? Now we've got to go searching for another signal group. You know, it's just, I don't think signals are beneficial. That's why I'm very hesitant to do them. There we go. So we closed back above, we pulled back a little bit, left a little bit of a bottom wick. So there's two things that can happen now, right? This 4-hour candle right now, within the first 5-10 minutes, comes down and breaks the lows of this 4-hour candle, and then starts driving all the way back up now that we've retested this level. Or this 4-hour candle now opens up, creates a very nice top wick, right? Creates a very nice top wick, and then starts driving. But I think if we break the lows here a bit too early on, if we break these lows here right now, I think it's going to spike out and eventually we'll flip back bullish. But where is that level? Where's that next level? It's all the way down there. We've got this level here as well. But yeah, broken down beautifully today. Again on gold. Broken down from here, right? I'll break it down from here. I'll break it down from this level for the academy throughout this week. But broke it down for you guys today from here, from when I first started streaming. Anticipating these sell-offs, waiting for closures, right? Waiting for the right confirmations. Obviously with news as well, but you know, this was the key right here. Do you remember I talked to you guys about this 1-hour candle closing below? That was the key. That was the key for this whole move to the downside. That's why I was saying we need this hourly candle to close below this level, right? And then during news, you're going to potentially see a short-term spike up. Then eventually it will continue in the overall direction of the market, which is bearish, and it's going to come down into 2378560, and you know, perfect. Most recent 5-minute signal, didn't realize news came out right after, so that got me, and then re-entered one back some of the last. Think I'm done today. Come back. Yeah, you're done today, Tony. But yeah, watch out for the news, man. Watch out for the news. Don't be, you should, yeah. Entering trades around news is just a recipe for disaster. How do you choose the purple key level? It's the previous weekly high, bro. Previous weekly high, that's it. That's simple. So we broke previous weekly high. Now we've come back down to retest it. If you look on the 4-hour time frame, it's much clearer, right? Previous weekly high, we broke it, retested it. There we go. What did I just say to you guys? If this 4-hour candle breaks the lows within the first 5-10 minutes, it's going to spike out and flip bullish. Oh, gosh. What did I say? At this point, man, like... At this point... I don't know. So if this is going to flip bullish, if it is, what's going to happen here? Where could we be tapping into, first of all? One of these levels. Let's see where the... Yeah, I would say here. I think this guy knows his stuff. Let's see. I think now we're trying to, now we got to figure out. So we got this right here, and we got this right here. This is where the 4-hour will potentially pull back and make its top wick before eventually potentially flipping bearish. That's what we have to wait for. To validate if it's going to flip bearish, now we need to see a pullback into these levels. Did not mean to put that on. We need to see a pullback into these levels, and we need to see if it taps and rejects, right? Need a pullback into these levels. Either this one or this one, and then we see how price reacts around there. 30, I would say this one. I would say this one. Small profit, nice, man. Nice, bro. Man, time is it? 11. All right, here we go. Here comes the pullback potentially. Yeah, preaching, pretty much. For example, right now, if I want to see the 4-hour continue bearish, then I want to see a tap into one of these levels first, right? I want to see a tap either into here or into here. Preferably the top one, right? 2381560. That's where I want to see tap, because then that gives a clear indication of a level in the market, and it also gives a nice 4-hour hot wick that has been formed, right? Pullback. Nice 4-hour. That would be about a, you know, 17, 18, 23 or so pip top wick, which is decent. If you're looking at these top wicks over here, right? If you take a look at the previous one, that was a 17 pip top wick, and then price continued bearish, right? So now we currently have about a 15 pip top wick. But I think, like I said, that's what I'd look for. mean, it's come generally into that area, but I want to see a tap. I want to see a tap. This 5 minute has been tapped the web back. Where's that 5 minute tapped in? The 5 minute tapped into here. Let's see. Let's see what the 5 minute does. At this point, I want to see a 5 minute closure below here, if it's going to continue bearish. Yeah, I mean, a tap into those levels would have been nice. I still, at this point, I believe we can come back, right? We haven't really tapped into anything with this top wick necessarily, right? If we look, let's have a look to the left. There's not really anything over here. The 8, there's not really anything, you know. There's nothing we've really tapped into over here, really. So I still think we can come back for a bit more of a... That's all the way down there. Yeah, I still think we can come back for a deeper tap into these levels. A deeper pullback. Let's see how this 5 minute closes first of all. Let's see what I'm up right now, actually. Nice. 1,600, 1,500, 1,568. Got 22 seconds here. Potential 5 minute candle closure below 2377980. Oh, buddy, if this trade hits, bro, I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be up. Even though it's a small lot size, it's gonna be a huge move if it happens, if it plays out. It probably won't. All right, 5 minute closure below. Let's see if we can come up and get a tap. We've got that tap into 2377980. Let's see if we can get a tap into 2378560. It's in the journal. It's all in the journal, Ahmad. $52,331. This trade hits. We're gonna be jumping up into the 60s, bro. All right, top wick formed. Let's have a look at the 15. We got 15 closures. At this point, you got 3 minutes left of this 15. You want a 15-minute closure below here, right? 15-minute closure below 2377980. But just look to the left, right? We're currently tapping into, you know, like this overall general area right here. You see this? This is also a retest of that weekly high. Could reject it any minute. And then at that point, where's the 4-hour highs? The 4-hour highs are all the way up here. Euro USD. Nice. Oh yeah, so how did Euro USD close? So you got that 4-hour closure below. Yep, you did. You got the 4-hour closure below in this range. What did I say? What did I say? If this 4-hour closes in this range, the next 4-hour candle is going to open up, tap into the top level right here, 1.08662. Then you can validate the sell-off once you get that tap, and you get a closure below this level now, right? So the closure below, what is that? 1.08612. You got 15 in 2 minutes. You got 30 in about 16 minutes. Again, beautiful, perfect analysis at this point. Now all you're waiting for is a closure below this level. That's all you need at this point. And ideally you want it on the 15, the 30, or the hourly, right? You call Cody as well, mates? What the fuck? How did you do that? Bro's on 2 accounts. I appreciate it though, bro. More views in the YouTube. Mates, are you in the free Telegram channel, bro? Because I've been breaking down Euro USD all this week. Absolutely clapping it all this week, bro. Yeah, don't forget to leave a like on the stream, man. I would really appreciate it. The TikTok got banned, so we need all the help we can get with growing the YouTube channel. There we go. There's that reaction. There's the rejection of that level, the retest. So now again, at this point, what did I say again? Price spike out of the 4 hours, going to spike out the lows and flip bullish, right? We're still getting that potential reaction there. So now this 15 is going to come down a little bit, create a bottom wick, and now start driving up. Now let's see if we can get the taps of 2380, 975, or 2381, 560. And then we'll see how price reacts around there. You know, if price, where's these 4 hour closures are all the way up here. So if price starts really, if it starts breaking above these levels, right, and closes above, then we're gonna get a pullback again back up into these levels. I really don't know how the daily candle is gonna close today. I can't really envision it right now. Envision it. Let me see. Let me have a look at the daily candle right now. If it rejects this level, we could get something. All right, hear me out. Let's take a look back, right, over here. Look at this bullish candle, right? And now look at this bullish candle. In the same exact area of the chart right now, okay? If I mark out the highs right here, you can see we're in the exact same area, rejecting the exact same level, okay? This next daily candle broke the highs, as you can see, right? Have a look over here. It broke that bullish candle high, right? And closed bearish, right? So this candle right now has broke that previous daily candle high, right? We got pretty much the exact same thing happening. So this could spike down a bit more, and then we could see it potentially closing back bullish, which would not bullish, but it could close very similar to how this closed. because it makes sense that we broke and retested the previous weekly high. And if we start seeing some rejection in here now at this point, right, you could see the rest of New York session a potential reversal back up into test these areas, which would then give us a similar scenario to what happened over here, right? So again, we could get that deeper sell-off. Let's have a look from the open. This sold off about 200 pips. What's this now? About 900. So we could get a potential move down a bit more into like these areas, right? Into these wicks over here, which was the next level down over here. That next level down was there. There. So yeah, just keep in mind that previous price action, right? And like I said, we're literally in the same area on the chart. If we mark out the highs of that bullish candle right here, right? You can see we're literally in the exact same area right now, currently. So keep that in mind. Let's take a look how that formed on the lower time frame. So the 12, where is it? Came up. It looks a bit weird on the lower time frames over here. We also had news as well around then. Michigan retail sales. Have a look at the 4. Where is it? With this one, and it with this one. So how did that play out? That came up, and then the next day we spiked out, flipped bearish, then flipped back bullish, then bearish, bearish, bullish, bearish. Yeah, I mean, we could potentially flip bullish from here at this point, but looks like price is breaking down past this level. Very nice. But yeah, just a little something, you know, just a little something. What do you guys think about that based on those previous daily candles that I just showed you? Did you get a 5-minute closure below this level? You did. Then it closed back above. Now it's closed back below. 15 closes in 10 minutes. So you're really just looking at the 5-minute at this point. Didn't get the tap of those levels, and now price is selling up. So based on 4-hour time frame, look at this. Got here. Got here. Very quick move. Now you got 5-minute closures, but we're closing right at this level. So I think you get a 5 closure below here. You can look at it can then start driving down into the next level, right, which is 2, 3, 6, 9, 660. For the 4-hour candle, it's coming all the way back up to retesting that level already. US oil 4H. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Wait, it's different. Wait, what? Oh, so it rejected that level. Okay, so it didn't close above that level. Right, that's what we said last time. We wanted a closure above this level on the 4 potentially for price to continue bullish, but it rejected. The 15 closed above. Now we're getting a drive up. So this could be the next level right here. At this point, you can just wait for... At this point, you can potentially see how price reacts at this level, right? Go down to the lower time frames. See how price reacts at this level. On like the 5, potentially the 15. You want to start seeing rejection of this level. You want to start seeing a reaction here. Price kind of fade away a little bit and then come back up to it. Then you can get a closure above, right? You want a closure above on the 15, the 30, the hourly. And then you can just continue to look into buys, right? Because the overall target, if you remember, was from this level right here. The overall target for US oil at this point is 80.222. 80222. Oh, my eyes, man. Euro USD. Continuing bearish. Alright, so let's see. Yeah. So let's have a look. 15. The 15 on Euro USD didn't close below. Now you're looking at the 30-minute, right? So you got 30-minute coming up in 7 minutes. You want a 30-minute closure here now. 30-minute closure is very important. Minute closure, very important. In 7 minutes on Euro USD. Oh gosh, look at that. So again, it is rejecting that level, right? It's broken, retested this level. Tapped all the way down into 2373, 275. Now it's flip bullish. Now we're getting a touch of those of these areas. At this point, it looks like what does it sound telling about? Yeah, I just did end my stream, bro, on Telegram. At this point, let's see how it reacts. Look at this 5-minute candle. Very deep pullback. Tapped into those levels. Let's see. Still currently floating around about 1.5k in profit, 1.6. Spreads are just jumping like crazy right now. That was COMEX Open, right? COMEX Open, the commodity exchange. Was it, or was that 1020? No, that's 1020. I'm tripping. I thought it was 10. It's 1120, not 1020. All right, let's see how this 5 closes. Does it close back below this level? Rejecting, which would give it. I mean, look. Remember what I said, guys? I want to see the spike up into these levels first of all. Look what's happened. We've spiked up. Now look where we are. We rejected. We got that spike into those levels. Now we can potentially have that sell-off, right? Potentially. Let's see. What does that say? Suggestion? What are they suggesting? What are you suggesting? The audio stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. What do you mean? Shut your dumb ass up, boy. Alright, there we have it. The spike into these levels. Now can we get the sell-off? Now we have 4 minutes till a 15 closure. We've spiked up. Now look at the 4-hour time frame. Right? 4-hour time frame now has a very nice top wick. Right? 30 pips. Let's see how this 15 closes now. You see how it's just time frame to time frame to time frame, working it out, seeing what's going on. Let's see. Now we're just waiting for the 15. It's beautiful. Beautiful, man. This would also be a 30 closure below, right? So a 15 and a 30 closure below. 2377980. The blue line right here. That's what we want to see closures below right now. But even if it does close below here, you know, look at this. This is a 30 pip bottom wick at this point, right? Price would have to drive all the way down here to break lows to give you a potential entry, right, as a breakout trade. But then you got these levels over to the left, right? Not necessarily. That spike into that level, beautiful, beautiful. It was all predetermined. You guys heard me say I'm not interested in a sell until it spikes into this level. And what happened? Price spiked all the way down, then come all the way back up, spiked into this level, and now it's pushing bearish again. Ooh. 1.8, 1.9. When we hit the 2K. Okay. 1.9. Okay. 1.9. 1.8. Is it a sell? It's been a sell, bro. It's been a sell. I've been in a sell since here. At break even now. I've hit about 150 pips profit. Oh wow, look at that. The last 30 seconds retracing all the way back up, rejecting this level again potentially. At this point, it's definitely chart managed. I wouldn't be looking to enter any trades at this point. Price is just moving erratically in both directions. Five seconds. Let's see. Nope. Closure back above. Let's see how this 15 closed. It closed bearish, but it closed bearish respecting at this level. Now we spiked down as soon as we opened up. So at this point, 30 minute has closed bullish. At this point, I anticipate a bottom wick to be formed here on the 30. Nice bottom wick tap into here. And then I'm guessing we're going to see further upside here. So again, look at the rejection of this level now, right? It's starting to tell you what's going to happen at this point, right? At this point, we've broke and retested that previous weekly level. Look at the rejection from this level, right? So at this point, now we need to wait for the hourly, because we've got hourly closures in 29 minutes. Is this going to flip bullish? Or is it going to continue bearish below this level? Yeah. All right, where are we coming? So we're coming into, we're actually tapping into this level, right? Actually tapping into this level as well, which is where price was at prior to the second trading window open yesterday, right? More specifically in here. So we could be coming down back into this level, the tap. We pretty much already have, but as you can see, right, we now have the second trading window open. And look where price was yesterday as the second trading window open, right? It was right here. Now we've come back down into these levels, right? Come back down. Currently up $2,200. But again, what's the 1 hour saying? What's the 1 hour doing? 1 hour's coming down. Hasn't tapped into this level yet, but it is basically tapping into this level. That's why I said the 1 hour is very important right now. The 1 hour is important. How this 1 hour candle closes now. Below this resistance, we can continue to drive. Just all about your key levels, right? Just getting closures below each time. Closures below, closures below. That's how we anticipated these sales right here from the 1 hour time frame. There's this candle right here, closed below just about our support level. Then that enabled price to sell off then from there, right? Which it sold off over 110 pips, 113 pips. That was key, that hourly closure. Now the next hourly closure is key, is below this level, right? 2378560. In the meantime, let's see how price is going to react around this level, because this is a decent range to look for sales in. Now let's look at the daily again, right? Look how the daily's forming. Look how the daily's pushing. What would you guys do right now? Would you take the profit, or would you just hold it still? What am I at this point? What was it? 238863. So I got in here. So I'm currently 160 pips in profit. $2,300. Rejecting. You see how these levels that are plot on the chart every single time are the levels where price gets drawn to again, right? These levels, look at all the taps off this level. Then I said, I'm not happy with sales until we tap this level. Then eventually price came up, tapped in and sold off, right? Then I said the next level we're going to go to is this level. And look again, price is coming tapped in, finding it's rejecting, it's reacting, right? Look how precise these levels are every single time. And if you look on the 5-minute time frame over here, these levels don't look like anything. Look at this. You probably wouldn't mark these levels up, because look what they look like over here. Yes, it's closing. Closure. I mean, we're coming into that level. 30-minute. So you had a 30-minute closure above, but this 30-minute candle has pushed bullish straight away and hasn't made a bottom wick yet, as you can see, right? It hasn't made a bottom wick. So this is where people get trapped in breakouts, entering too soon, right? This 30-minute needs to come down and spike out. It needs to create a bottom wick. It needs to create a bottom wick. It needs to flip bearish here, if you're going to be confident with continuation buys. And you'd ideally want to tap into here, really. You'd ideally want to tap in there, to be honest. The five closure above here was nice. 5-minute closure, look at that. But yeah, there's the bottom wick. You've spiked out, created a bottom wick. But it needs to drive more. It needs to come down into here and tap in here for sure. Because if it doesn't do it now, you're probably going to see a bit more of a move, and then you'll get a big sell-off coming down into here later. So if you want a continuation, you definitely want to tap into 79683. If it doesn't do it now, it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna do it later. Just when you're about to get into a trade, you're gonna think, nice, price continuing bullish, and then you're just gonna get boom, price is gonna come all the way down and tap into here, and then potentially continue bullish. So you really want it to happen now rather than later, to be honest. You want to tap in here, and you want to make sure that it, we don't really get closures below. You can get closures below on the 5-minute, that's okay. But on the 15, you want to make sure on the 15, the 30 and the hourly especially, that it stays above this level at this point. Gold ready for sales? Not yet. Still rejecting these levels, man. This is the problem. This is the problem trading when there's news, right? Because a lot of the time you'll get these moves in, but it won't give you entries because it moves so quickly, right? Based on news and things like that. So it can be tricky. You really want, for example, now, right? This 5-minute candle can just start driving all the way down into this level. And if it does that, then you have no range. You have no range to go off because the move from this level to this level has already happened. Right? So then you'd have to wait for then closures below this level. Right? You just keep breaking down the levels. But if price closes like somewhere here and then you get a break of these lows, you're going to get like a nice, 20, 25 or so pips. But again, it has to close below this level first of all. And we've got a 15-minute closure coming up in 3 minutes. So that's going to be the more valid time frame at this point, the 15 over the 5. So and look at this 15-minute candle. Again, it doesn't really have much of a top wick. So there's a good chance you're going to get like a pullback in here the next 3 minutes. And I'm chasing to 13th. How was that? Monday. Apart from this trade, but obviously I haven't put that trade in yet because it hasn't done anything. Sitting around about 2k profit. If I'm sitting around 2k profit now and my target is down here for my take profit, can you imagine? Can you guys imagine? Oh god. Four hours forming nicely. But look, 1 hour. We got 17 minutes left on the 1 hour as well. 30, 15. We got 15 closures here in 2 minutes. So again, if this 15 closes below this level, what you want to see is a 15-minute candle open, pull back into this level. You definitely want to tap of this level first, right? Before price starts driving. Look what happened over here, right? You get the 15 closure below. Look at this candle. The 15 closure below. Then the next candle comes up, creates a steep wick, rejects this level, and then continues bearish, and then you get the sell-off, right? And then this 15-minute candle closes below this level, right? This 15-minute candle here. Then you get the next 15 come up, create that top wick, and tap into this level first. And then you get the sell-off again, all right? Very simple. 20k now, it's not quite 20k. Please look at Euro USD. Yeah, nice. Euro USD selling off again. The same thing, right? You got a 15. You didn't have a 15 closure below here in 1, 2, 3 attempts previously, right? So now you've got a 15 closure below in 48 seconds. And look at this 15-minute candle. The next, yeah, I mean, at this point, I see Euro USD just coming down to here. Obviously not straight away, but eventually over the next, you know, today and tomorrow, we can get a move down into here for sure. But this 15 is about to close below. Look at that. Look at the retest of these levels, man. Close below, retest, close below, retest. It's just the same shit over and over again. Now it comes, does Euro USD want to drive from here? Right? Is it just going to open up, create a small top wick, and then start driving? Or is it going to come up for a much deeper wick up in here? What will it do? We have a 15 closure. Let's have a look. Did the 15 close below? It did. Just about. So again, this 15 has to create a top wick. Right? It has to create a top wick. Where can it make a top wick? Essentially in here, right? This is where it could be tapping into right now. Into this level. So you want to see a top wick being formed. Could even be this level over here, to be honest. And then you want to see price flip back bearish and start driving down. Then you would get a nice move down into about 20 pips, or on the break of the low, the break of the current low, you would get about 35 pips. After 2369 660 gets hit, I'm going to bed. if he gets hit. Wiped out those highs. Now flip bearish, very nice. Now drive down into 2369660. That's a 30 closure. No, 30 closures coming up. Okay, this could reject it anyway, actually. Can you give me 2369660? If price starts rejecting this level, then look at the 30, right? The 30 hasn't really had much of a top wick. The 30 could reject similar to this candle, although it has broke the lows. Tapping into structure over here. Let's see. At this point, all we're waiting for is for this 15 to flip back bearish and start driving to the downside. Oh my god, man. I need to go to sleep. Are we going to get a tap in? Let's see, tap into 2, 3. This was the level that I wanted it to tap in, right? To create a top wick. Somewhere in this range. Here to here. You tired as well? Man, I'm so tired. Like 11:48. Oh, wow. 1.9. Dropping again. Profit is slipping through my fingers. Slipping through my fingers, guys, the profit. Bum-bum. You'd close and take profit. Barely even gone into profit at this point. If we're talking about 1,000 pip take profit level, I'm only 106. I've only saw like 160 pips. My break even anyway. If it hits my break even, then I'm out, right? So it's a win-win right now. There's no losing in this situation. All right, so it's tapped into these areas. Very nice. Minor. And it rejects. Can it reject? Can we flip bearish? If we don't flip bearish during this 15 minute, then I'm calling it a day. Because at that point, price will be closing back in the range. You know, and then at that point, price is finding support. It can just consolidate in here. We can potentially have more upside. You know, like... Oh no, I entered much higher. A lot. We have an hourly closure coming up soon, actually. We've got the hourly closure coming up. If you think about it, the hourly is still pretty much respecting this overall level in the market. What's the 5 minute looking like? 5 minutes, close back above, testing there, close above. Yeah, I think, to be honest, we're gonna come a retest in here, I think. We're coming for a retest up in here. Coming down. I mean, it's closed above this level. Tapping off. Rejected there. I think we're going to come for a bit more of a deeper pullback. Which would make sense because we just broke this level. We didn't really retest. It's a key level. It's obviously the weekly high, the previous 4-hour low. And this overall level in the market over here. The price has bounced off a few times. So I think we're going to get pull back into the like here into here a bit more. Fuck, it's freezing in here, man. 9 degrees right now. Cold as fuck. New 5 minute closure, okay. New 5 minute open. Bottom wick formed. Is it going to come down and tap into here again? Which it can, because then that would still be respecting previous 5 minute lows. It can come down, tap in, and then flip back bullish. $14 in Sydney. Fucking 9 degrees right here now, man. Cold as fuck. Alright, previous 5 minute lows have been broken. Doesn't mean anything yet until this level is, you know, this 5 closes below this level. Which would also be an hourly close below this level. So if looking at the hourly perspective, the hourly can close below here, which is not, this is a level up to 15. So we could look for the 15 closure below. And it flipped back bearish in the next 3 minutes. All right, Ahmad, yeah, I'm about to head off as well in a second. I'm just waiting to see how this hourly candle closes. Good night, bro. Appreciate you stopping by as usual. Legend. The legend. The myth. The man. The legend. How many likes we got on today's YouTube channel? On today's YouTube live stream. $15 likes. I know you guys can do better than that. I know you guys can do better than that. You're gonna buy before you go to sleep? You sure that's a good idea, bro? Pulling back at this point, man. So the fact that that 30 didn't have a... Did you see how the fact that that 30 didn't have a bottom wick, and now look, it's spiked out the highs. Now it's come all the way down to create that bottom wick, but now it's closing. Wait, did I just move this? Yeah, I did. Fuck. What was that? Here? Now it's potentially in 26 seconds closing back below this level. Bad. So be very careful with that, my dude. That's also an hourly closure back below this level, an hourly rejection. All right, hourly candle is about to close right now. It has not closed above. You think you can leave a long position on gold the next hour? Why do you want to take a long, bro? Look at the chart. I mean, you know, on the hourly, it looks like you're just creating bullish structure, but I mean, it's up to you, bro. If that's your strategy, then go for it, man. But at this point, back above. At this point, man, at this point gold is, I wouldn't be trying to trade it, right? If I was you guys, honestly, I would stay out of the markets today, because just look at this, right? Yeah, like this was news right at the beginning, but then you want things to settle down and start moving in a certain direction, but it hasn't yet done that, right? It's still very much consolidating in here. I mean, it's heading to the downside, but these candles, price ripping down, then back up, then back down, then back up, then back down. Like, that's not good signs of price action, you know? The market is literally telling you it's gonna fuck you over today. It's literally telling you in these candles. By you entering the market, you're just letting it fuck you over. So if I was you, I would just stay out, come back tomorrow, right? Let today play out how it wants to play out. See how the daily closes. There's still a good possibility, like I said, that we could have the exact same idea of what happened over here. Right, we could have something similar happen over here that now is potentially happening in here, right? So the big bullish candle up and then the spike out of the highs, right? So the big bullish candle up over here, then the spike out of the highs, the drive to the downside, and a close bearish. The big candle up, spike out of the highs, the drive to the downside, and now we could get price retraced back to the upside, and we could get a similar closure over here as to what happened over here, right? So that's, what was it, 200 pips? What is that currently? 140. So yeah, just be mindful of that. We could very much have the exact same pattern play out again, right? But I can barely speak right now. I need to go to sleep, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, stay out. Just stay out, man. Just go enjoy your day. Go enjoy your evening or your morning, wherever you are. Relax a little bit. Look, price is driving back up now. We've come to retest these levels. I did say, right, I want to see a deeper retest of this level. Now look, price is back in here. So price is retesting these lows that got broken, these 4-hour lows, previous weekly high. Now, right, what you want to see is price reject this level, stay below, and then it can continue bearish. If it pops above and we start getting closures above on this level, then again we go back up, right? Where does it want to come back up to? Does it want to come back up to here? Does it want to come back up to here? And then at the point where it gets to the previous daily, where it gets to the daily open, at that point, now you're thinking, okay, well, at this point, the daily's flipping back bullish. Are we going to continue bullish, right? Then you'd start looking at your zones. Once price starts closing above this level, then you can look at the expansion and up into then the weekly target again, this level over here. So just take it step by step, right? You want to see now price, if price is going to continue bearish, 100%, you want it to stay below here. You want it to stay below this overall level in the market. Otherwise, if it pops above, then we're going to see a deeper pullback, and it's just going to continue to consolidate for the rest of the session if that happens. If it closes below here, you want to see it start moving to the downside, right? It's already made its mind up about what it wants to do, which is bearish, based on structure, based on key levels, based on the daily candle. So the fact that if it's going to come all the way back up here now, then we just wait for tomorrow, all right? But that's it. I'm done. Appreciate you guys in the YouTube today, man. The TikTok got banned, but fuck it, man. We're here on the YouTube, you know? You guys showed up. I appreciate you. We did some analysis. It was beautiful, you know? We analyzed all these south of the downside down in here. Played out all perfectly. Same as Euro USD, actually. Closure below at this point. Retest coming back into this level. Now you want to see it stay below here for the continued sell-off. If Euro USD pops back up at this level at this point, next level is here, and above that your next level is all the way up here. And again, at that point, if price starts coming up here, then the day is done, right? You come through, you come back tomorrow and you see what's happening tomorrow. But yeah, that's that. All right, guys, appreciate you. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the TikTok as well. I should be live on TikTok again tomorrow. Let's see. I appreciate you guys, man. Peace out. Have a good night. Don't overtrade, don't over risk, don't over leverage, don't be stupid. Protect your capital. You don't want to be losing money now, all right? Pretty much the end of the day. It's the end of the session, pretty much. Well, for me anyway. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow, man.